All right, Jesse, Karen,
Yes.
Shane. We're gonna go to you guys.
I'm gonna put Sam over here so I don't forget
Don't
about her.
do it.
Don't you forget about Sam.
I won't.
So we're just like where like in this effigy of Red Hall. Where are we? We're south side?
You're in the parquet, which I believe was on the east side.
East side.
Yeah.
Okay. Um well, just like as we're all standing there awkwardly, I'll be like,
Oh,
do we
Andrew's
have
already
to?
been walking. He's started to.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm following very close behind.
Okay, well, I'll just be like, so are you going to give us any information, any trails to follow, anything? Or are we literally just walking around and looking for her in the city of Red Hall?
I imagine he's gonna go check out her apartment, the hospital, places she would be.
Uh, Andrew doesn't respond to this, but he just kind of chuckles under his breath after Karen responds.
So you
Speculation.
don't know any more about this
Dang it.
than what we've been given, or what?
He turns in place to face you immediately.
Yeah.
Nathan, I think your camera's also frozen.
Yep.
Cool.
Mine?
No, Nathan.
Oh.
No. He looks very stoic though.
Yeah. He turns to look at you. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it happened again.
Oh.
It's okay. James, just move your head to the left, and you'll be fine. Oh, there you go. You're back. There you go.
Wait, yourself. I didn't have to do anything.
He turns to look at you, Jesse, and says, I'm here as what Holden called as a guide, a security guard. I'm making sure that you guys don't do anything stupid while you're here.
From what though?
Karen
What is
will
this
chuckle at
place?
What is this place? I have no idea. I have never been here. I mean, I have been to Red Hall, as you have too, but as you can tell by looking around, this isn't exactly Red Hall, is it?
Just how are you guiding or protecting us in this place?
Well, I'm protecting you because right now you're not dead because you didn't look all around while we were walking on the strand.
I mean, he seems to know what he's talking about.
I'm gonna like get down in front of Shane's little like GoPro and like look at it like square in the eye. I'm just gonna be like, "This guy's a motherfucker," and just like kind of walk in front of him and towards Sam's apartment.
I will catch up with Rainer. What did he ever do to you? He seems like a normal enough human.
Yeah, Matt, Andrew, Mark, Jacob, Luke, whatever his fucking name is this week. Yeah, he's a normal guy. He's just your normal sociopath, stalker, serial killer.
Do you have proof of any of those accusations? Or are these just big feelings?
Let's just say none of it would hold up in a court of law.
Well,
I'm just
I
gonna. you can like
talking.
yeah, you can talk at me. I'll hear it.
Nah, as you walk away, I'll just kind of trail off in anything I was gonna say.
Shane, Andrew looks at you and just stares at you with this completely cold look on his face for a few seconds. Not because he's angry, but just because that seems to be, you realize now, one of the only emotions that sit on this
Default
man's
face.
Yeah. And then he motions with his head that we should keep walking. As you're walking, he looks at you and says, "Have you ever fired a gun?"
Like, yes, Boy Scouts.
How about defended yourself with a weapon?
I've had to fend off some bums a couple of times with a knife. Downtown Vancouver, man.
It's probably best if you stay close to me or Rainer if things change.
Noted.
As we're walking, like, are like convenience stores open?
Yeah,
Are people
there's
normal?
people. This city, it's Red Hall, baby.
But like, are the people like? Do they have fucking eyes, or
Yeah,
are they all
they
just
look
like
the same.
low
They
polygon?
look good. They look normal.
I'll just stop once, try and talk to them. Then
What do you say?
I'll just be like, excuse me. If you could answer a quick question.
Sure.
Just what day is it today?
Tuesday, March. He pulls out his phone, looks at his phone. March 26th.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then he kind of just
just-
walks
Yeah.
away, looking
So-
back like that, like what the fuck's with this guy?
What the fuck is with this guy?
Good question.
What year is it?
That's exactly what I thought when he asked that question.
How did I get far away from you guys?
No.
I'm just gonna be like, that's really good attention to detail.
Sorry, what is?
That
time?
person, not the times, the person.
You've met Catherine and Nigel and Holden. What were you expecting?
Just a fucking duplicate world with fucking monsters and evil and fucking incomprehensible horrors.
And Andrew's caught up at this point, and he smirks and says, "Do you want to see what we're truly dealing with here?"
Oh, please indulge me.
He looks around and he finds. He points to a small residential house and says, "Let's go inside."
I'll kind of like look at him and tilt my head, kind of furrow my brows a little, and just
Lead
like
the
roll
way.
my eyes and go in after him.
Yeah. Where's he? Is he gonna fucking kill me? He's gonna kill me.
This is how Rainer dies.
Yeah. I
Murdered
expect
by
nothing
Matt.
less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He reaches the front door of the house with you guys and says, "If any of you two," he points to Karen and Shane, "don't want to see what's about to happen, it's best you just stay outside."
I look at Karen.
She's quiet for a moment. And then kind of just nods. Says, "Okay, I'm sure we will find out in good time. I'm not interested in pushing the envelope right now." And she just kind of walks back to the sidewalk area.
Yeah, but you just told me to stay near you, both of you.
"You'll be fine out here."
She just turns around and is like, "Yep, all right, okay,
Sure.
cool, yep."
Jesse does not like that statement. Just like, oh,
All right.
where's he with me?
He grabs the front door of the house, turns it, and then as he pushes it open, he says, "How lucky. We didn't have to pick the lock. After you."
Oh no, I'm not falling for this. After you.
Sure. He just, without saying anything, just steps inside.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll follow.
Sure. Inside, you hear the faint, low sound of a television playing. A news report from the city. Can you make a stealth check?
Good
roll. Good roll, Andrew. Good roll.
No ranks. Fuck, 98.
Our characters are not designed to be stealthy.
Andrew is incredibly stealthy as he moves through this house, but you knock a coat off of a hanger that's right near the entrance, and it slides down the wall, and it knocks a little bowl off the table, which puts a bunch of loose change and key flying everywhere. You hear a voice cry out in shock in the room and says, "What? Who's there? What is that?"
Instinctively, I'm just gonna like duck and take cover behind like a corner.
You see Andrew doesn't stop moving. He just steps in towards the living room where the voice is coming from. And the man says, "Who are you?"
I'm just gonna go catch up. I'm just like, okay. This is the new normal. Yeah, I'll go enter in behind him.
You're able to step into the room as Andrew has not stopped his approach onto the elderly man who is sitting in the chair in the living room.
Yeah.
You catch a glimpse of some sort of bladed weapon in Andrew's hand.
Oh. I'm gonna grab his arm if I can.
Yeah, no, he's already like 6 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you do anything?
I'm not close enough to do anything.
Well, do you say anything? Is there anything you?
Yeah, just like,
You
whoa,
just
what
see
the
this?
fuck?
Yeah, then this old man sitting in the chair has his hands up as Andrew stabs the man in the sternum.
Oh, fuck.
The man withers away instantly into kind of like a discarded cocoon, almost.
Oh.
He fades away and begins to fall into pieces. Can you give me first a sanity check?
I would love to. 62. How does 38 sound?
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You take no damage. You've seen people get killed before. Then can you please give me a spot hidden check?
I'm good at that, I think, on this character. 44. I'm a great detective. Fuck me. 64. I don't make it. It is checked off though for the next time we level up.
You probably level up if you make it through this. All that's left is the kind of grayed out collapsing husk of this elderly man.
Yeah.
And Andrew smirks and says, "We're lucky. I was worried for a moment." He has something resting on the flat side of the blade of the knife he's holding up, and he moves towards you for you to look at it.
Yeah. What is it?
Some sort of strange spider-like creature.
Bugs. Monster bugs. That's what this place is.
Places like this are made by something. The person who made the deal for this place to exist, Catherine, she has a lot of, I don't want to say friends, I don't want to say allies, I don't want to say support, but she has beings that she can sway. They built this place for her for some reason. And then he shows it and says, "This is one of the things running this. This one we should be thankful for. There's bigger ones out there." And then he just drops the spider on the ground and steps on it with his foot.
All right, let's loot the shit out of this guy's house. Let's try and find weapons, a pack of cigarettes.
You do find a pack of cigarettes. This seems to just be an elderly old man who has a small picture of his deceased wife in the living room.
Oh. I want to feel for him, but he's a dirty bug.
But a real version of him exists somewhere in Red Hall.
Yeah.
We're actually going to pause. We'll go to the two outside.
I'll just wait on the sidewalk.
Yep.
Do you come to join me
Yep.
eventually? So that actually happens, and I actually do
100% that happens.
and I actually do laugh a little bit. This is more like Red Hall than you think it is.
What the fuck did you get me into?
Remember that you asked for this.
Yeah, I asked for a thing in a forest. This is not a thing, nor is it a forest.
There's a very good chance that this could be as good or better, depending on your opinion of those words.
People in your non-answers. He just starts pacing.
I'll watch you pace and just say, do you have somewhere to be? Or
Presumably not here.
look, if it'll make you feel better, I'm sorry that you got into this. I wish there was another way to
I mean, I
make you
feel
go
like the other
away.
way would have been you not suggesting I come.
Would you really have just accepted me changing my mind, though?
If you had just disappeared, I mean, that would give me something else to have investigated.
That's a fair point.
Wow, he's got Karen
You
on
make it-
blast.
You make a case.
Whatever this is
Perhaps-
fucked up.
Perhaps I'll consider that in the future.
He keeps pacing.
Yeah, I'll just cross my arms and kind of watch him.
Jesse, you can do what you want inside, but Andrew is leaving to the front door.
Yeah, I'm just ransacking. I'm honestly just looking for a gun.
Sure. Give me a luck check.
Oh, I'm a lucky boy. 46.
You find no gun.
Gotta be a real lucky boy.
I'll leave dejectedly.
As you leave,
Looking
you
at that weird husk.
yeah, it's just kind of like, and kind of like decompose in front of your eyes into what looks like a thicker kind of webbing-like material.
Yeah.
Like inside as well, like there's pieces that are like by like like that really thin, that like not like the cheesecloth kind of web that those spiders make. That's like really creepy and like especially in like holes and caves. It's kind of like making up the inside of the husk.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. I'm going to catch up with Andrew and be like, we need weapons.
Are you outside? Do I hear you say that?
I don't know. It depends when I catch up with Andrew.
You probably catch with him on the front entrance.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
then
he
I wouldn't hear you.
says, hopefully it won't come to that. I do agree, though.
So where do we find weapons? Oh, guide.
Where do you keep your gun? In Red Hall?
In his car?
No. I wouldn't be here.
We know that Sam went missing. As you guys are walking, you guys hear this conversation
Yeah.
as well. We know that Sam went missing 2 days ago. From what we know of how these things work, this place begun as a city 2 days ago, which means if you were in Red Hall on the 24th of March, you are somewhere in this city right now. So yes, Jesse, you are here.
All right. Let's
And-
go kill me and steal my guns.
As I was about to say. And Catherine's smart and malicious, and whatever she worked with is, as you can tell, unfathomable in its capabilities. She probably has put something to ensure that Sam doesn't act out, or to ensure that she stays safe in her prison. And who better than you, me, and everyone else that meant something to her. If they get word that we're in here, don't be surprised if they start hunting us.
We need disguises.
Maybe start by shaving that beard off your face.
Hey, you can fucking dream about it.
He smirks at that
Yeah.
and then looks at the other two and says, Jesse wants to get a weapon. Would you guys be opposed to that?
I see no reason why not.
Sure.
All right. Jesse, where's your car?
As of 2 days ago.
We can check Nans.
It's the evening.
Was I gambling 2 days ago?
No,
that
but
2 days
not
ago?
2 days ago. Where would your car be right now in Red Hall, roughly? 2 days after you were gambling. Like, would you go back to the inn that you were staying at?
Yeah.
All right, we'll try there. Andrew stands on the street and tries to hail a taxi. You guys may
Okay.
talk during this.
So, the House of Horrors. Anything good?
Oh, they're all bugs.
They?
People. That guy, bug. That guy, bug. That girl, bug.
Got it.
Like Men in Black bugs.
Yeah, something like that.
No.
Well, I mean-
Sure, spider creatures, some unfathomable monster like
Wearing
a
human
face.
skin.
Webbing as an effigy, controlled by the sentience of a spider bug.
I'm gonna help hail a cab
Yeah.
and just walk away.
That's a guess.
I
Those are the clues I gathered. This is my deduction, you see, Karen.
understand what you're saying. Yeah, I get it. I do.
All right, let's get this cab, let's get some guns, and let's get Sam the fuck out of here.
When you grab weapons,
Yes,
if I'm not there, get me one.
got a trunk full. No, why wouldn't you be there?
Just saying.
What do you have planned?
A cab pulls up, and Andrew says to you, Shane, it's best if you sit in the back.
I just sit. Right,
And
not like on the cement. Like I go into the cab.
Andrew sits in the passenger front seat.
Yeah. We'll
Am I
hustle
riding,
into
bitch?
the cab.
No, make
Yeah.
make Karen sit in the middle.
Karen would sit in the middle.
She's petite.
What's your size?
She is 65.
Yeah.
As we already know, Jesse's on the wide side of 80.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. Sorry.
I'm also 80, but like tall, lanky,
Yeah.
weird.
You're a stick bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get in and we'll just whatever the fuck the name of the motel I stay at is.
Yep.
I know it. I know
As you're thinking of it, Andrew says what it is. I don't remember
know
what it
it.
is, but Andrew knows.
Yeah, I didn't write it down.
I have it somewhere in here. This is the best journal I've ever kept. I literally have everything important I might need to recall in red ink versus the filler of Jesse's thoughts in black ink.
That's actually really impressive.
We're going to take
Yeah.
a slight pause from this group. And Samantha, I imagine that night you kind of just went back home after that sight you saw in the alleyway.
Oh yeah, I freak out and make it as quickly home as possible.
So then we're going to say it's the morning of Tuesday, March 26th. Is there anything Sam wants to do today?
She really wants to find out if Reinhardt is a spider monster. So she's just gonna go stake out his department again.
At a certain point in the day, it's pretty uneventful, but around 9:30, Reinhardt leaves with his gym bag under his arm as he goes to walk down a few blocks to the gym he works out at.
Yeah, I will follow him.
Can you give me a spot hidden check?
I can.
Actually, no. Go for psychology.
that's-
Psychology, please.
Oh. Yeah, that's better anyways. That's fine. No, I don't make it.
You don't notice anything about his demeanor. He seems to be A-okay as he goes to the gym and begins his workout routine.
Great. Gonna keep following him. I'm
Sure.
just gonna hang out. Eventually when he goes home, if I can, I might try and sneak into his building.
Oh, sure, yeah. Like, go catch up and
Yeah.
grab the door before it latches.
Bingo.
Sure, give me a dexterity check.
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah, you are just barely. You get your fingers in at the last second. As you put them
It like
in,
kind of hurts a little.
you kind of go, "Wee," expecting them to be cut off, but you're totally fine, and you're able to get the door and stop it from closing completely.
Sick. I will go up to what is his floor and just kind of like, she's gonna be like pacing outside of his apartment, trying to decide whether she should like knock or not. Just kind of like talking to herself, like, "Fuck, did I get myself into? What did Catherine do? Oh my god! Like, I can't stay here. What is happening?"
Can you give me a spot hidden check while this is happening?
Yeah. I sure can. Yeah, I rolled a 2.
As you're pacing, I imagine you're kind of in the stairwell landing of his floor. As you're
Sure.
pacing, you notice, catching your eye, in the top corner of the room, in the darkness shadows, there seems to be a very cheeseclothy kind of spider web being formed up there.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the stairwell and I'm gonna talk myself into going and knocking on his door. I'm gonna make you play Reinhardt because I know you love that so much.
As you begin to move towards his door,
Yep.
you notice standing on the other side of the long hallway, stepping into the room, is Jesse Rayner.
Oh boy.
Not you, though.
Fuck.
You don't get to play.
No, you
Thank
don't get
God.
to play.
Look, I know how to be Spider-Me.
I would just freeze, shoot freeze, and just kind of watch him, essentially. Wait for him to make the first move.
He just stands there. He's about a good, 20 to 30 feet away down the hallway, but you can tell it's him, and he's just standing there kind of like his way, the Jesse position.
Is he looking at me?
Yeah, right at you.
I will slowly walk down the hallway until I assume, is he between me and David's
No,
door?
he's on the
or-
other end. He's keeping an eye on you.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll just slowly walk until I reach David's door.
As you step closer to David's door, Jesse moves closer towards you as well.
Hello?
Jesse's voice sounds different. It's empty and scratchy when he responds.
Blah.
And he just says, "You know you can't do this."
What do you mean?
He's safe. That's what she promised you. That's what we're giving you.
What do you mean safe? There's fucking spider things out there. Gesture to the stairwell.
He's safe. You
she'll,
didn't
like,
want Nigel. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he said you didn't want Nigel to have him, so we have him, and we have you. But trust us, you're safe.
Right. Safe. Got it. Okay. Okay. And she'll just like back away down towards the stairwell, and kind of like close the door behind her. Is it a stairwell that has like a viewing window through the door, or is it solid? I would just like close the door. Sorry, you were gonna.
Yeah, it
say
has a
something.
viewing window.
Okay.
A little 5x20 light.
Yeah, one of the little bitties. Yeah, I would close the door and just like watch Jesse through that for a second and see if he follows me.
He stays where he is.
Yeah, and then I'll kind of run down like a flight of stairs. 'Cause he's on the 3rd floor. I can't believe I remember that. And I will just sit down on the 2nd landing steps and like kind of cry for a while because she's sensitive.
Sounds good. Do you eventually go
Yeah.
home?
Yeah.
As you exit, standing, leaning up against the doorway, smoking, is one Matt Turdenwald.
I will just shake my head as I walk past him and keep walking, kind of like speed up your pace like you do when you're uncomfortable around someone.
Yeah. And you eventually make
But
it.
I won't-
And you're making your way
Yeah.
home on the evening of March 26th. All right, so that's where we know
Making my
where
way
Sam
downtown.
is.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a little break for YouTube.